Hello and welcome to another Teen Trinket video. My name is Katie. It has been a while. Anyone who saw the previous video knew that I had plans to film a bunch of footage, edit all the videos, and schedule them for publication before my surgery in the end of January, and that didn't happen. So today we're going to be talking about a few things, and it's primarily going to be mending, clothes mending as well as, me mending. There will be some mention of surgery, but I'm going to try and keep it pretty minimal, nothing gross, but if that's something that bothers you, just be aware. It's been a month since I had my surgery. I'm more than a little bit self-conscious about not having some sort of scarf or something on right now. Obviously it's still healing and it's going to take a while for the scarring to fade. Other than that, just been dealing with recovery, been dealing with a lot of things, just being very busy. I've had a lot of things that have just come up while healing and since the last time I made a video that have prevented me from being able to make more. I am delighted to say I have a new camera that I'm currently filming on, and it is on a tripod. Now, previously I had been working with an iPad and iMovie and only being able to edit on the iPad. The results came out okay, but I am hoping that now that I have a bit of an upgraded setup, I'll be able to have a bit better quality of footage and quality of editing. One of the things that was preventing me from doing so, the video editing software that I was trying to work with kept crashing due to an older graphics card. I was finally able to get my hands on a new to me graphics card that was a big upgrade, and it seems like the program I'm using is no longer crashing, but this video is going to be my first real test of the new software. My last video, I showed you guys 10 works in progress that I had started before the new year, some of which I had started several before the New Year's ago. I did want to show you that I have finished a few items since I last conversed with you all. So, first and foremost, I finished the blanket fort shawl. This is a Sylvia McFadden design. She goes by Soft Sweater on a variety of social media platforms and such. But yes, it is very bright. This one was kind of like what I had just started. I had started it like Christmas Eve or something like that, and I finished it pretty quickly after I posted the last video. It turns out that I was mistaken. I had more than enough yarn in order to finish what the pattern had called for, and then extra. What I did not take into consideration, though, is the amount of space I have on my blocking board. So this is not blocked out to full size, which means that it's a lot smaller of a square. It's currently only about 3 foot by 3 foot or 1 meter by 1 meter, instead of being about a foot more in every direction, or a 1/3 meter in every direction more. It is this nice, big, lovely square shawl that also makes a really great blanket. Like, this could just be a lap blanket and I'd be happy about it. But the plan is to wear it not quite triangle, but a little bit more. And once I am able to block it to full size, I'll have more length on those to tie it up. But nice, big, warm scarf. Or alternatively, nice big warm shawl. Keep my shoulders warm. So, blanket fort. Very excited about that. I also finished the Sweetheart socks. More information on these can be found in my previous video. I'm going to try and keep it a little bit more brief. The last one went on quite a bit in length about every single item that I've been working on, and I have a lot more works in progress than I have time to explain on every single one of them, and I don't think that that would be as interesting a video as just seeing how many I have for the comedic value of how many works in progress I have. But anyways, Sweetheart socks, both of them now complete. Done and done. Then these lovely socks I made out of Patons Croix. I was just at like the heel turn on both of these, I believe, when I filmed last. But these are Patons Croix in the Cascade Colors, I believe is the name of the colorway. These are going to be kind of like hiking socks for me. I have a little bit of just ribbing on either side of the foot to create a bit more snug of a feel. I have some ribbing in the arch of the foot to have it hold snug against the foot, and then I have ribbing on the back of the leg and of course the cuff. So just a real tight, snug fit so that the socks don't go loose while I'm out hiking, once that's an option for me again. On a whim, I started a hot water bottle cozy that I thought I was going to get more use out of. Now that I'm actually showing it to you, maybe I will. But it is also bright pink. I had this just really like Barbie pink color that I thought would be fine for around the house. It doesn't go with any sort of decor or linens or any textiles or anything else. Like, it's kind of close to the blanket fort shawl, but I have a lot of just pink yarn that a friend had given me and nothing to really use it on, so now it's being used for something, and it is already over the top of my hot water bottle, so that's going to get some use keeping me warm. But yes, those are my finished objects since last I saw you. I had said that I wanted to talk a bit about mending today. Mending was the next category of stuff in my works in progress pile that I was going to show you guys. As with the knitting, I have an insane amount of mending to do, as in I have a whole basket, and this probably isn't all the mending that I have to do. I have repaired a hole in a previously made pair of hand knit socks, and I also mended a few holes that I found in some sweatpants that I had found while I was cleaning out some of the boxes I'm still unpacking. I'm never not unpacking. I have so much stuff that is mine, has been given to me, or I was keeping for other people and storing for them. But this is the predominant fabric, I guess, mending pile. This is almost exclusively clothes that I need to mend, with the exception of a few kitchen towels, I think, are in here as well, just to not have to go buy new kitchen towels. As you probably saw, top of the pile, jeans. I think I have a few pairs of jeans in here, but mostly for the jeans, it's that buying women's jeans especially, or rather buying them from the women's section, is going to provide you with a lot of jeans that are made with some sort of stretchy or elastic material in them. It stretches out, loses its shape, and also wears through really fast. I've already started a bit on these. Like, as you can see, this side, still have to work on it, but I have started work on this side. There is a patch on the inside, and I've just been hand stitching, running stitches back and forth over the top of it just to kind of mimic the look of denim. But I hate having to buy new jeans because they rarely fit. If I can find ones that fit, they're usually either really cheap and fall apart like this, which makes it not worth getting new ones, or they're really expensive and I don't feel like paying that much for a new pair of jeans if I can make the old ones fit just fine without being too obvious. So I also have a ton of leggings in this pile. Some of them, like this, just have really minor holes along the stitching in the seams just from wearing them for a really long time. That's most of them. This pair, which is currently inside out, it's basically new. I've only worn this pair a few times, but the material is fantastic. Real strong, real durable. The stitching is terrible. It keeps ripping, and just, I would prefer that the stitching come loose than the fabric to be wearing thin, because I can fix that a lot easier, but it's super obnoxious that I've only gotten to wear these leggings maybe 5 times and have to keep fixing them after every time I wear them. So I'm going back over all of the seams and stitching them back down so that I can, you know, keep wearing these, because I don't want to have to toss out new clothes. Let's see. I have bandana. This is a vintage bandana. I believe it belonged to my grandfather at some point in time, but it's got a beautiful floral design on it. I love this, but I just really love just the aesthetic, the design, the block printing of the colors on here, and would like to keep it in somewhat workable condition, or at least find another use for the fabric because it is gorgeous. Let's see, pajama pants. Mostly with this, it's just that I have to do some de-pilling and also take it in a bit because it is very wide in some areas. I would love to keep this because I love the little sweaters. They're so cute. So, pajama pants. Another pair of black leggings. These leggings I received from my boyfriend's parents for Christmas 2 years ago, and I really like the design on this one as well. Again, it is kind of a knitted looking motif, but they're way too baggy in the butt, and I need to fix that before I can really wear them as much as I'd like to. Blood source shirt. So this one, I have a pretty strong emotional connection to this shirt because this is a shirt that I got from donating blood, I believe, for the first time. My dad donates as often as he possibly can. He's a universal donor, so he donates frequently, and I've always really respected him for that and wanted to kind of follow in his footsteps. it's something I'd like to get back into once it's medically feasible for me to not have other issues that might cause me to run into things like extreme fatigue. But I would like to find a way to either make this shirt whole again instead of wholly, or again find a way to use the fabric so that I can kind of keep a memento of it. Alright, socks. Another already started mend. I could not find anything in that rusty color, so I'm just using bright red because I don't care if people see the bottom of my feet and notice that it's not one color. But because it's a stretchy material, it is wearing thin around the edges of that initial mend, so I have to go back in and just basically cover even more area with a duplicate stitch like that. In editing the video, I came to the realization that I lost the footage for the bottom half of the basket, which is half of the basket. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs of leggings, 4 more dish towels, a hole in a pair of hand-knit socks, another pair of jeans with pretty much the same wear and tear as the other ones, a sweatshirt where the pocket is coming apart a bit, and another pair of pajama pants. Alright, so another thing that I need to mend are my glasses. It's probably a little bit hard to tell on the video right now, but I did break them again this morning. Right here. So the nose pad broke off again today. It has broken off once before and I fixed it with super glue. I'm probably going to do that again. I need to get a new prescription for my glasses anyways. It's been several years. I need new glasses. I'm looking to get a pair with the blue light filtration because I'm working at my computer all the time and need to protect my eyes and need to protect myself from headaches and migraines like the one that is developing as I speak. So that's another thing that I'm going to have to save up funding for in order to do. So while I am super self-conscious about doing this type of thing, I am going to say that I have started up a coffee account. So for the cost of a cup of coffee, you too can help fund me getting new classes so that I can continue to see and continue to make videos. I'll leave a link in the description and see if I can pop up one in the little above head sticky whatevers. I don't remember what they're called right now, but I am going to leave that coffee account up. So if anyone would like to send a little bit of cash my way to help fund me getting new glasses so that I can keep making these videos, spending more time on them, spending more time in editing without getting a headache, I would greatly appreciate it. I am looking to work on some like thank you rewards. I'm still figuring that bit out. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to send me a direct message here on YouTube or what have you. I would greatly appreciate it. But yes, thank you in advance to anyone who would like to help support me. I am planning to continue with the theme of not doing ads on my videos. That it's just not a viable option, so not doing ad revenue, working with something like Ko-fi or Patreon is going to end up being a better option. Alright, camera battery ran out sooner than I expected, so I'm going to try and finish this on my phone real quick. I don't really have all that much to say, but I'd rather be able to wrap up the video nicely. Yes, today we talked about the finished objects that I've made this year with the knitting, the mending. As I had said, surgery went well. I was able to work with a great surgical team. Scarring is minimal, still there, but it's not nearly as obvious as it could have been. Again, still a little bit self-conscious about that, but it's there. I'm gonna have to get used to it. There's just really nothing else I can do about it, but I'm dealing with it. All right, so thank you very much for coming and watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see how well the editing on this turns out. I'm looking forward to giving that a try. I haven't edited on a computer in several years now, and even then it wasn't a whole lot of video editing so much as it was animation editing. All right, and again, if you are interested in helping support me getting new glasses and continuing not using ads on the channel, please look in the description below for that Ko-fi link. And again, for the price of a cup of coffee, you can help keep me being able to see with less metal jabbing into my nose. All right, I'll see you guys soon. The next video is probably going to be more knitting works in progress again. I'll talk more about my plants because I still plan on talking about them, and now they've got cute newt moss to help hide the soil, and just some of the other stuff I've been up to. I also am planning on doing a tidy with me video at some point. My clutter is not cute, but if you are interested in just having someone to just clean your own home alongside, to commiserate with, I'll be here with a video on that pretty soon. So, thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye!